Hey, my name's James Nicholson and welcome to my channel. Rightmove has come out with some new data and asking prices are dropping at the fastest rate since 2008. But there's a contradiction to that as well. So what is going on with asking prices? We're going to talk about that and what it means for house prices and everything else besides. Now, I want to thank everyone. We're pretty much likely to get 1 million views on this channel in the next 24 hours, which is absolutely mind-blowing. So thank you to everyone that has subscribed and hit the bell notification. If you haven't done that, make sure you do subscribe and hit the bell notification. And make sure you like the video. That's the best way for us to get more viewers on the channel, is to smash that like button. But honestly, guys, thank you so much. It really means a lot. Getting 1 million viewers is absolutely insane. And here's something that's even more insane. We've hit 200,000 of those just in October. So it shows the growth that this channel is going through. So I really appreciate everybody that comments, likes, and takes part in our discussions. And thanks for watching. So what is going on with Rightmove? Well, it's interesting because most of the year there was like a conflicting thing. There was some house price drops with Halifax, as in real terms, down. And then Rightmove asking prices would always be up. And what that really means is that the seller is just chancing it and trying to get the best price that they can for the property. Of course you would. Who wouldn't want to do that? Now, an estate agent's job is to price the property effectively to get it sold. And what some estate agents still hold on to is unrealistic expectations on what you might actually achieve as a sold price in this market. That moves some sellers towards that agent, because if someone says they're going to get you 200 grand and the guy down the road says, no, you need to sell it for 150, you might try the 200 grand person. And then the property sits there for a number of months. And Rightmove is saying that if you are unrealistic with your price at the moment, what they're seeing is house prices that get listed too high. Even when they then drop the price, they're not moving. And so it's really important, they're saying, to price it effectively from the beginning. And so that's interesting. Now, they're saying on the last 12-month period, asking prices are down 0.8%. And so it's asking on a 12-month basis, right? Which isn't too bad. Now, asking prices isn't sold prices. It's just what the vendor, the seller, really wants to achieve, which is interesting stuff. Now, here's some data that is a little bit more realistic on what's going on in the market. Sales that are completing are down 17%. I thought it was down more than that. So that's interesting. Sales are down 17%. Now, that impacts so many businesses. You're seeing mortgage companies reduce rates, aren't you? You think all the businesses that are going to be hit by this, mortgage brokers, 17% of your business is gone. That's a huge hit on your income for sure. And also, a mortgage broker gets a fee depending on how big the loan is. So if house prices are dropping, they're getting less fees on that side. Solicitors, they're being hit by that. Solicitors before, I couldn't get through on the phone to some of them, and now really easy. They've all got lots of availability to do fast sales and transactions at the moment, so they're going to be hit by that. Building trades are doing quite well, but eventually this is going to feed into the building industry, and that's not going to be great for the economy. There's a lot of people that work as tradespeople, and a lot of building work is done when you move into a property initially. Or a lot of work is done by refinancing. Whenever I do a refurbishment on a property, I don't save that money up from the rent. If I'm going to spend 30 grand on a refurbishment, I release equity in order to do that. And that's part of this. And so it's interesting to see sales down 17%. I think some places will be seeing that significantly more as well. Now, here's a contradiction. Because there's always contradictions out there in this market. It's a strange market. This month, asking prices went up 0.5%. And so that was interesting. Now, why was that? That's because in October, asking prices always go up because you get a lull in the summer. Everyone's away, they're not looking to move. But now what you normally get is an influx of buyers because people want to get a property deal done because they want to move before Christmas. It's quite busy normally leading up to the Christmas time. Now, it's not as busy as it has been in previous years. That they're saying that, actually, I'll get onto that. Let's cover something else on October first. So October is a 0.5% up, and that it means £1,950 is gone on to the average asking price. But how busy is normally in October? How much more does it normally increase in October? Well, normally asking prices go up 1.4% on a normal October basis. That hasn't happened this year. So asking prices have gone up, but way less. That's a big difference. A big difference to normal. And so that is going to really show us that house prices definitely haven't recovered yet, for sure. I don't think they're going to recover for a while yet. And just because interest rates have paused, maybe some more people have come back into the market. So how many people have come back into the market? What are we looking at here? Well, buyers, this is interesting, are up 8%. So there's 8% more buyers in the market as opposed to October 2019. Right, so we're excluding the pandemic years because they were just very different in the property cycle. October 2019, that was a pretty normal year in my book. Things felt very, very normal back then. Interest rates were at a far more reasonable rate than they are today. And we've got 8% more buyers. Now, why is that happening? Well, the reason is because some people have the belief that interest rates have now peaked, and they were looking at deals at 6%, and now there are some deals at 4.5%, 5%. There are deals that are lower than that with huge fees, and so that brings some people back into the market. If their expectation is, I want to buy somewhere, I can afford it, I can afford the higher interest rates, which is a percentage of the market. They're not fussed massively, and they're looking to buy somewhere because they really want that actual house that's for sale, then they don't need to wait for the market to correct. They can come back into the market now, and that will help with those interest rates. So look, this is interesting data. So on an annual basis, the asking price isn't even down 1% at the moment. It's actually creeping back up temporarily. That's a normal October thing, so I don't think we can read much into that. But I think we're going to start seeing more downcast expectations from places like Rightmove. Remember, this is the front end of the transaction. The asking price has really got to drop in order for the completed sale price to drop. Otherwise, it's just going to sit there on the market. Now, there is indications in this that maybe there is a number of properties not priced effectively. The fact that transactions are down 17%, because look, if 500 grand houses were selling for £1, the market will be flooded with transactions. People aren't willing to pay what the sellers are looking to sell for. And that's interesting to see how that data comes through. So what do you think of this Rightmove data? I'd love to know your thoughts. Comment below. Anything you want to say as well. Thank you for all the viewers. Remember, we're really, really proud to get 1 million viewers. That's a big, big milestone for us. 200,000 in a month is huge as well. So do smash the like button if you want to help us celebrate that milestone. Subscribe if you didn't already. Our next milestone is at 10,000 subscribers. Do check out all the other content on my channel. Why don't you go and watch this video right here?